We are starting a new tradition on Fridays. Some companies give free bagels. It's Free Hug Friday.
Here, no, stop it. Stop it.
Every day.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Welcome to the show. First up today, a warning for anyone who loves to save a spot by the pool while you're on a cruise. Thank you. Because one cruise line is cracking down, and I love this. Norwegian Cruise Line is taking a stand against chair hogs. You know, these are the morons who put a towel or they lay their flip-flops on a deck chair. They claim it's theirs like they're conquering a land, and then it sits there for hours and they never come back. They go for hours. As you can tell, I hate these people. Anyway, well, now the company is enforcing its, quote, chair hog policy. Listen to this. Thank you. They remove those personal items from the chairs if they are left unattended for more than an hour.
Wow.
Every cruise line should follow this. Disney, My Favorite Celebrity, Carnival with Kathy Lee Gifford. Kathy Lee should go over and just take these people off the ship. Chair hogs, you're the worst cruisers ever. You're hogs. Yeah. I hate them. You know who I love, though? Falen.
Oh. Free Hug Friday.
It's executive producer Jeff's favorite day, Free Hug Friday. That's right.
If they did a horror movie for Jeff, it'd be like someone hugging him and serving him warm cookies. And
yeah.
Like forcing. He'd be like, oh, this is my worst nightmare.
Jeff hates human contact, but that's why I do it, just to torture him. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look lovely today. I'm loving the her.
We're talking about Little House on the Prairie today, so this does feel appropriate.
We are.
But also, so this is the full circle moment. We'll report back Monday. But if you recall, a few months ago, Bjorn and I didn't contribute to the show at all because we were trying to get on-sale tickets for Hillary Duff.
Literally, audience, they didn't care. Bjorn was over there. Every commercial break, this one would leap off the set like some sort of safari animal, and then she would run over, and then Bjorn was over there with two computers, and they were trying to get Hillary Duff tickets.
This TV show is not working for my schedule of buying concert tickets. The 10 a.m. start time is when tickets always go on sale.
Very inconvenient for you.
It's so inconvenient. So anyway, we did get Hillary Duff tickets. We're going together.
Yeah.
The concert is tomorrow night.
Okay.
And I would like my hair to have a 90s wave to it, so I have French braided my hair so that I can take it out tomorrow and be wavy.
So this, no joke, this is for Hillary. You're doing all of this for Hillary Duff?
Last night I was doing iron-on patches, sequin stars and bedazzles, and burned my arm on the iron. So I'm putting in the work. This is like, so Taylor Swift had the Eras Tour and everyone dressed up in eras of Taylor Swift, and then the friendship bracelets were popular.
Yeah.
So for Hillary Duff, it's kind of the same thing. Everyone's doing kind of very 90s, 2000s clothing, but the friendship bracelet for Hillary Duff is the butterfly clip. So there are little butterfly clips in everyone's hair. So Bjorn, you need some butterfly clips.
Is producer Bjorn going to have butterfly clips in? I sure hope so.
I hope so. My daughter Olive has some, so if I can find them, I'm going to steal them and wear those.
Yeah.
But I did learn yesterday some very good news for Bjorn and I.
What's the good news?
I was able to get us meet and greets. So we are freaking out. Like, what do we say? What should our pose be?
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I don't know if you remember this, I should have had the photo ready. I got to meet like my favorite, Casey Musgraves, but I was mega pregnant and I started laughing in the photo. And so the photo is so hideous. There's no neck definition. And so I dubbed it Vanexa, and it's like the worst photo of my life. I'm like, ah. So I'm just desperately trying to not recreate that with H. Duff.
I'm so excited that you guys get to meet her. Now this all makes sense, because backstage I was joking. I looked at Jeff and Bjorn and I said, let's go around backstage and everyone say their favorite thing about Falen.
And I loved that moment for me, by the way. That was very exciting.
And Jeff said she's put together, she has a good vibe. I said, I forgot.
I think it's still pending what you said.
Yeah. And then I looked at Bjorn and Bjorn said, without pause, he goes, her access to things. Yeah. That's why it all makes sense.
Yeah, and I'll take the friendship however I get it, Bjorn. You know,
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
I love your neck.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, wow. Audience member said he loves Falen's neck.
I can honestly say no one has ever said that to me in my life.
Yeah, well, now there's a man in the audience that loves your neck right
Thank
there.
you.
That's right there. Yeah. I love it. That's the best compliment ever. Yeah.
Thank you.
I went last night to a thing, and I think it's a thing that you guys can go to, a thing no matter where you live in the country. We had it here at the Minnesota Orchestra. And I think it's a traveling type thing. And it is the music of John Williams. And here it is right here, legend of cinema, John Williams, the greatest scores. And our conductor is Sarah Hicks, who we love. She is bad-erse. She's fantastic. She's been on the show. I love her. Anyway, I'm sitting here, audience, and you know, if you've watched the show, I am very lucky in many categories, but where I am not lucky, I am eternally cursed. I think it's God's way of saying, okay, Jace, you have a good life, but here's where I'm going to curse you.
Yeah.
And that is, no matter where you go, movie, show, Broadway show, I'm going to put you by morons. And that happened last night.
No, what happened?
It happened last night, and I got to tell you, parents, parent your teens. Don't make me parent your teens. These feral children.
Teens?
So yes. So let me tell you. Let me get a piece of paper down here. Oh God. So we're getting, and these two teenagers right in front of us, they looked miserable in the first half. The one kid was all squirrely.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say kid, he was like 18 or 17, but he was all squirrely, and he just kept moving around, and then he was scratching his hair, and I'm like, I don't want that on me.
Yeah.
And then the sister I thought was good, but then the second half comes. And she gets bored, and I call her Fingernail Fanny, because she had long little manicured fingernails that looked like little talons.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there, so she is, now remember, this is a music concert. So it's quiet except for the orchestra. So we're sitting there. So the sister is bored, so she starts taking apart the program, okay? And she starts doing this. She starts making this noise because she's playing and making a paper airplane.
I don't want it.
And I'm sitting there, and you can, it's this loud.
Yeah.
It's because it's an and she's doing this constantly. And Colin leans over and he goes, do you want me to say something? And I go, no, not yet. Let's just try to get through this. We're almost over. Let's do it. So finally, her brother saw her doing this and he starts laughing, so he started doing it. So it's both of them.
Oh,
so
no.
there was this, oh God, I love them. There was this older gay couple. So if they're here, these two were in front of them. They didn't play.
No.
Both of them turned around like homosexual owls. They were like, their neck, they had no neck muscle. Their whole head like turned around.
Yeah.
And they stared right at fingernail Fanny.
Yeah.
And was like this. She kept going. And then the father looked over at him, gave him a look, but didn't say anything. And I'm like, just parent your child. So then we let him go for a few more minutes, and Colin had it. And Colin just goes, we can all hear you.
Yeah.
We can all hear you when you stop. And she was sorry. and then we left. I didn't even stay for the encore. I was so mad. And as we're leaving, Colin goes, do you hear what the encore is? And it was the Imperial March from Empire Strikes Back, which is what I wanted, like I waited for. But because of Fingernail Fanny and her brother, anyway.
As a parent, this is what you do. Like I wouldn't say anything probably. I would just grab the program from her hand. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And sit it on my lap. That's probably how I would handle it as a parent.
Yeah.
Because Olive will do that like at a movie. She'll be like, she gets distracted or something. She'll be like playing with like a candy thing, and I'll place my hand on it like to settle it so that she knows without me getting on to her. But then if she continues, but yeah, also she's 6.
She's 6. These people were like, they could have been actually in their early 20s.
Yeah.
I was just like, come on. And also, I know we got to go. But also, now this is where I'm going to sound really old. This is where I'm going to sound really old, and I just don't care. People were there like in dirty sweatsuits and I'm like, can you dress up a little bit and not look like you just rolled out of a car wash? Anyway, I'm done now.
No.
The hot dish when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody.
That's weird. They're not.
Hot topics in the hot dish, complete with the casserole dish. Coming up, Oprah Winfrey has something to say to 20-somethings in the job market.
No.
And Falen and I have something to say about the Little House on the Prairie reboot. Then, what does it take to survive in Hollywood, in show business? Well, one of the executive producers in the Hot Ones franchise knows the answer. You'll find out when you meet him when The Jason Show continues. Welcome back to the show. It's time for Hot Topics in the Hot Dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. First up, it's a story we've seen countless times on the big screen, the TV screen, the stage. Now get ready for yet another new take on A Christmas Carol. And this time, Johnny Depp. Oh, wow, that did not. That went over like anyway, here's a look at Ebenezer.
It's good to be back.
To Uncle Scrooge.
Uncle Scrooge.
Mr. Scrooge.
I say to you, sir, Merry Humbug! Merry Christmas!
Humbug!
And a Happy New Year!
Humbug!
Merry Christmas.
Movie hits theaters in November. It's a stacked cast. I mean, Rupert Grint and Daisy Ridley's in it. Johnny's back. Didn't know that was a thing. I'm judging your face. I'm looking at your face. You seem very confused.
Well, we talked about it a little bit this morning on the morning show, and I hadn't watched that yet, but they just said it's a darker version.
Yeah.
So I thought it meant it was going to be like scarier, but this just looks like everything that Johnny Depp does with like a Tim Burton, basically. And that's not a knock. It just looks like that. But earlier when we were talking about it and they said it was darker, I was like, what does that mean? Because then who's the audience? I always get confused when you take something that's kind of like meant for kids and you make it too dark. Then it's kind of like, well, then who is the audience? But that looked more like like I said, all the other things he's done. So I guess that's the audience.
Yeah, the director, this is probably where they're getting this from. The director is known for horror movies.
Gotcha, okay.
So he's probably just making it more like a black comedy, more like a dark comedy, more than just a straight up.
Yeah.
Because that's funny. That looked funny.
It did.
I mean,
It
looks like, you know, like you said, every other thing that Johnny. Fun fact. I like the Christmas Carol story. It's like, I don't talk. I love that story. I like all the Muppet Christmas Carol is the best version. Just gonna say that.
Oh
but
my gosh.
yeah.
Kermit's son coming in as Tiny Tim.
The best.
Oh my gosh, it's the cutest thing ever.
He's the only Tiny Tim that doesn't bother me.
Okay,
Like Tiny Tim annoys me sometimes. I'm like, but not in the Christmas Carol, the Muppet.
Is he too whiny for you?
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No. But this, I'm busting on Tiny. I can just see it now. Why is Jason busting on Tiny Tim? Anyway.
The kid's been through enough.
He's been through enough. Up next in the dish, causing a stir between generations. Oprah sat down with Keke Palmer for her podcast, and the topic of work-life balance came up. And here's what Oprah said when it comes to young women entering the workforce, specifically girls from her school in South Africa.
This is what I say to my girls who are, graduating from college and starting their first jobs, and they're talking to me about, work-life balance. At this point, I go, you ain't got no work-life balance at 22, 23?
That's tearing us up, by the way. Yeah. We're all trying to look for the balance. It ain't there.
No.
It ain't there. It's tearing us up.
It's not there. It's not there. You're not supposed to have it. You're supposed to lay in the work.
Oprah says work-life balance. Work-life balance is something you earn over time and not on day one. So she's being picked apart by, you guessed it, the younger generation that does not agree with that concept.
I see all the different sides of things in this scenario, because we've heard this before, like Kim Kardashian got raked over the coals for something similar. But I mean, part of me is like, that's not true either. So if you put in all this work in the beginning, you're working like the crappier shifts or hours and all the thing. But then if you get to a certain level, you have to, you are working even harder to stay at that level. Like if you became like a CEO, you don't now get to have a work-life balance. They always say the ongoing thing forever has been they'll interview women on red carpets and be like, how do you balance it all? But they never ask the guys that. But it's I think the consensus is you don't, because when you're giving a lot to your job, you are slacking a little bit maybe at home. And if you're giving it all to your home, maybe you're slacking a little bit. And it's impossible to have it no matter what stage you're in, I think.
Yeah, and I think it depends on how much your career means to you. You know, if you're someone that's not career driven, and it's not, you do it to a means, you do it as a means to an end. You do it. I have people that I know that literally want to work just to be able to pay their bills just enough. Myself, and Jeff and I talk about this because I'm 51, so that's my generation. You know, in my 20s, my career meant everything. So I worked midnight to 8 a.m. listening to police scanners at my first TV station to try to get ahead. I didn't have much of a social life. Well, I didn't know anyone here. I didn't have any friends. But that's all that mattered to me. So yeah. During the interview, Oprah also revealed what she calls the biggest mistake during her Oprah Winfrey Show days. And it has to do with one of her theme songs.
I think I gotta run on.
Girl, please. Okay, that is one of the mistakes of my career.
It's no mistake.
It is a mistake.
We love it.
So what happened was I was trying to decide, am I going to end the show or not end the show? And then I had a little talk with Jesus, and Jesus said, you got to keep going. And so I said, there's this song. It's an old spiritual. I think I'm gonna run on.
Yes!
And then we realized I can't sing, even though I took the singing lessons.
It wasn't bad.
It was bad. You know it was bad. It was bad. You just saying that because you're looking at me right now. It was bad. It was pretty bad. And so then we thought we could do it. Run on, run on. We could do the whole
church choir.
Church choir.
Yeah.
That you could lift it
Sometimes
up.
backup vocals will do that.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't work this time. I think I gotta run on.
Lord knows I know everything about the Oprah show. She got the most embarrassed when she demanded that her producers cut the theme in half and get rid of her vocals is in the episode that season when she had Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey on, and Whitney Houston poked a little fun at the theme, and Oprah told the producers from that point on, just have the choir singing, oh, oh, Oprah. And then I have the folder from that year. Look at this, run on, look. And then here's the actual, look at this. There is the words to run on. Yeah.
Hilarious.
This is the affiliate kit for the Oprah Winfrey Show from that year. Don't ask me why it's under my desk. Don't even ask me. Don't ask me.
Anyone that knows you knows it makes sense.
Yes, it does actually make sense. Next on the dish, we've all heard the saying, with age comes wisdom. But don't tell that to Mick Jagger.
Oh.
The 82-year-old Rolling Stone sat down with the New York Times interview podcast. This is so great. And he was asked about getting older. Listen to this.
What's good about getting older? What's less good? And I don't just mean like, I don't just mean physically, but metaphysically too.
There's nothing good about it.
Nothing.
No.
Wisdom. No.
Nothing. You don't get wisdom. You forget everything. Forgot all my wisdom. I might have had a couple of pearls drop, but I think I've probably forgotten what they are.
Yeah.
Nah.
I love that so much. Mick says getting older means you can't do things as quickly as you want, and you have to be more careful when doing physical things. Yeah. It's crazy. He's kind of right.
You wouldn't know it if you see him in concert. He's still like all over the stage, full energy. But I get it. Like, it's not probably like how it was when he started, and he wishes it was.
Yeah. I felt it, because Colin is younger than I am, and I felt it on this cruise, this last vacation, because I was sick the whole time. I had like plantar fasciitis. You know what I mean? I had so I'm like hot. Oh, no. No, I was embarrassed because I'm like, oh God, he's stuck with like, Mr. Magoo. I felt like Mr. Magoo walking around Key West like this because, yeah. It's one of the newest hit shows on Netflix. Both Falen and I are watching the new take on Little House on the Prairie. Season 1 premiered 2 weeks ago, based, of course, on the books by Laura Ingalls. This is a redo. It's based on a book, a redo of the NBC show from the 70s and 80s, and now this is the new version. Falen, ladies first, your view.
I haven't finished it.
I haven't either.
And I will go, so I think I'm probably a great audience for this because I didn't read the books and I don't remember the show. I think I saw the show when I was younger, but I don't remember it. So I'm not doing the comparison game. So for me, it was exactly what I hoped it would be, like a wholesome show you can watch with your family. And I think that they're doing a really nice job with it. I like the cast and I like the storylines, and it's easy to watch, very palatable.
I wasn't sure. I watched the pilot, and I do remember the NBC show. I am old enough. I did not read the book, so that's where I'm coming from. I watched the pilot on the plane, flying back, and I was like, okay. I was tepid. Episode 2, a little better. Episode 3, I'm invested. I want Pa to build that house. I'm worried about Ma. I don't want any more wood dropped on her foot.
No.
The kids don't irritate me, which is always good. I like Laura. I want these girls. I love the girls. I love that neighbor guy that drinks a little bit on the side. I like him.
He drinks a lot of it, actually.
Yeah, but you know what? Whatever gets, it's 1867, girl. Drink what you need. You know what I mean? I do, but I'm fully in. I did a whole bunch of research. This is when you can tell. This is how I know when I like something. Is when I like research it. I had AI make a graph of what really happened in history, what happened in the book, what happened in the NBC show, and what's happening in this. And I was fascinated.
Yeah.
I also did come to the conclusion, not that you asked, I did come to the conclusion that I would have made a horrible person on the prairie. I would not. The good Lord in heaven put me in the time period I was meant to be in. And if there was reincarnation, I'm really sorry for everyone that had to deal with me on the prairie, because I wouldn't have been a good prairie person.
I think you might have been the guy that drinks a lot that you described earlier. And I would.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of that, we have a little gift for you because we know that you look at this. We realized you have a little Laura Ingalls in you today. You look at that.
Thank you. I do.
Yeah, look at that.
I feel honored. Also, Jeff, thank you for that angle. I do like that photo. I approve.
Yeah.
We were talking to Aaron about this earlier. So a lot of people that loved the TV show are a little bit turned off from this show, but they say it's actually more close to the books than it is to the TV shows. If you loved the books, people are loving it. And if you love the show, I think you just have to get used to the fact that it's going to be a little different.
I was fascinated. I know we have to go, but I got, when I was doing my research, the thing that I found most fascinating about the Real Family, I think a lot of people were surprised that they opened this show, not in Walnut Grove, but in Independence, Kansas, which the Real Family really did go to. A little fun fact that I learned, the family, spoiler alert, for a 100-year-old story, the family moves back to Wisconsin in the cabin they left. They move back there for like 2 years and then go to Walnut Grove. But I think Netflix isn't going to pay attention to those 2 years. They're just going to go right to Walnut.
Just cutting Wisconsin out.
Sorry, Wisconsin.
Right. Yeah.
More Hot Dish when we return. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back to the show, friends, countrymen, Romans. Well, he is behind the mega hit movie, The Odyssey, but there are some things about Christopher Nolan that may surprise you a little bit. Now, Nolan stopped by the Tonight Show last night, and Falen asked him if some rumors about him are true. Watch this.
All right, I heard that there are no cell phones allowed on a Christopher Nolan set, and furthermore, Christopher Nolan doesn't own a smartphone or have an email address.
True.
How do you do
shocking.
this giant movie with no email or text?
I am surrounded by people helping me all the time.
How about this one? Airport customs agents almost disposed of your IMAX film while shooting The Odyssey.
That is true. Yes. Painfully true.
No.
They opened up all the cans. It was when we were going to Scotland.
Scotland?
And, yeah, I mean, I think film...
Is there a shampoo in here? You're trying to smuggle a bottle of water.
There was a massive amount of film cans, and they did not actually expose it. We were able to rescue it. But,
were you sweating that one?
Oh, yeah. Big time.
I still have to see The Odyssey. I gotta tell you, can I make a plea, not just for The Odyssey, but I was reading an article yesterday. We only have, The Odyssey, he shot it all in IMAX cameras. I won't bore you with the nerd of it all, but when you see The Odyssey in a regular theater with a regular size screen, it cuts off. The majority of Americans are seeing like basically 3/4 of what you should be seeing. There are only 40 real IMAX theaters in the world.
Oh.
There are only 40. Yeah. And I'm like, can we build some more, please? Like, we had one here, and we do the show in Minneapolis. We had one here for many years at the Minnesota Zoo, and it closed down, and I think it's like a Petco now.
Yeah.
And it's...
That would be a weird combo, to have the zoo and a Petco combined, but yeah.
Can we get some more? I mean, if you want us to go to the movies, give us a theater we can't replicate in our basement.
Yeah.
I
think that, I'm guessing, obviously, people weren't going to enough IMAX movies.
I guess.
And also, there aren't many that are fully made with IMAX like this. It's very rare.
Because the cameras are like the size of this building.
Yeah.
Next to the dish, the uppity LA grocery store Erewhon is known for its high prices and bougie items. Coleman Domingo is hosting Kimmel Live this week and decided to put people to the test with the latest Erewhon product.
Have you heard of this crazy expensive water they're selling at the grocery store, Erewhon? It's called Sacred Water, and they're selling it for $12 a cup. People have been shelling out big time for this stuff here in LA, and we wanted to have a little fun with the luxury water phenomenon. So we went out to Hollywood Boulevard and gave pedestrians what we said was sacred water, but what we didn't tell them was that it was just actually a cup of hose water.
Wow.
That's like the freshest water I've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, this is really good.
It just tastes like it was extra care put into it, as opposed to just putting some water inside of a bottle and putting a label on top of it.
Do you feel it in different parts of your body?
My legs.
Tasting a little bit of honey, a little bit of hibiscus, I think.
You like it? Being able to smell it, I can smell like the nuttiness a little bit, and then I can sense the avocado.
That's hose water.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Hose water? Are y'all serious right now? What? Is that even healthy? Is that even allowed?
Her day has been ruined. Placebo.
Unfiltered water?
What? I drank from a hose?
It was my whole childhood.
I know, right?
Man.
Me too.
Nothing was fresher and crisper than a little hose
Nothing
water.
like drinking out of an
Absolutely.
Indiana hose. Just and riding to the back of a pickup truck. Oh,
so
that's
illegal,
right.
so dangerous.
So
Who cares?
dangerous.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. The air, that drives me nuts, the Air One thing. You know, we had her on, Carrie, who does on TikTok the LA Dining is a Scam Woman. I love her. She goes through, there's a smoothie at Air One that's like $30.
Yeah, they have like the celebrity smoothies, like they'll design it, you know, like the Hailey Bieber was a huge one.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I get it. If you bought all those high-end organic ingredients and made it yourself, it would be expensive. But I'm like, smoothies never filled me up. I got to be honest. It's got to fill me up for me to put a little price tag on it.
Well, I always feel bad too. You think that they're healthy, and they are, but the sugar, like the amount of calories in a smoothie, you can have a number 9 at McDonald's for the same amount of calories.
I agree. It's basically a milkshake at that point. That's like half the protein bars out there. I was like, oh, let me get my candy bar in for the day, you know?
And again, nothing's better than a number 9 2-cheeseburger meal at McDonald's. I am a half. That is that is like chef's kiss. If I'm in a bad mood, if I have some nasty teenager in front of me at an orchestra concert, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get a number 9. What? Which one? The number's changed?
It was number 2.
It's a number 7 now?
It was a number 2 my whole life.
The man that complimented your neck is real knowledgeable. He's like, yeah. It's a number 7, sir? Okay, number 7.
We gotta hire him for our show research team.
Yeah. Well, if Eric's ever off, you can have Eric's job, okay, sir? That's right, yeah. You have to dress up like a beaver sometimes, though, but yeah. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Eric, I'm not getting rid of you. I never would get rid of you.
Let's make it a good day.
Welcome back to the show, friends. Well, our guest today is a true showbiz vet and comedian. When he's not performing stand-up around the country, KP Anderson is basically in charge of some huge hit shows. More recently, he's the showrunner for the Netflix spinoff of the mega popular Hot One show. Audience, give it up for KP Anderson.
Hi, buddy. Welcome to the
Great show, man.
Thank you.
Love it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
How you doing?
Wow. So many times going out to the desk and so few times being invited to sit at the desk.
Sit at the desk. Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
This is awesome. I'm doing great. This is bringing me back. I used to produce The Soup with Joel McHale for about 12 years.
Oh.
And this audience is exactly what we had for 12 years, 50 weeks a year.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't going to start there, but can I just compliment you?
Sure.
I miss that era of The Soup. You guys, that team, your team, that era, and if you're a youngin', Google it. I don't have time to explain what it was, but you guys were so good, my friend.
Oh, thanks. It put my daughter through private school. We had such a blast doing that show. It was a magical run.
Okay, I lied to the young people. Can you kind of explain, how did you What was the, because I know what it, you know, daily what our schedule is and how you put this thing together. Give me the Reader's Digest version. How would you, did you guys have a team of producers that they were, each a producer was assigned to, like, you're going to watch Kelly Lee and Regis Lee, you're going to watch Jenny Jones, Skippy, you're going to watch Carson. How did you guys do the show?
That was really it. We had everybody, and when we rebooted it with Paul Feig on Netflix for a while, we always kind of stuck by the same sort of principle of that everybody who works on this show has shows. And it was a great thing because you'd bring in interns, you'd have PAs, production assistants start working for you, and you would get a sense of who got it and who was getting promoted and who got to. And we were so lucky with the people. Like, 12 years you do a show and you kind of realize that, oh my gosh, people that came to us straight out of college are now buying houses and having families and stuff like that. And so that was a really cool part of it. But we truly, like everybody except for Joel, had a slot of shows that they had to watch. And we'd get together, 3-4 days a week and sit for an hour and a half and go through everything that everybody watched. And myself and Joel and Ed Boyd, our other executive producer, would select the clips that were, in contention to go on the show. And then the writers would get out of the meeting, the writers would go write the intros and the jokes coming out of the shows. I'd go home on Tuesday night and I'd put it into a script form that I'd send out to Joel. Joel would send back to me what he liked, what he wanted to see more of. And then we would, the next script would go to the network, they would give their notes, and then we'd get together as a staff on whatever day we were shooting, and the writing staff and Joel, we'd go into my office and we'd read through the script, play all the clips, finalize the show, take it down to the floor, put our 14 people in the audience, and let it rip.
This is, I got it, yeah. Your story right there just proved once again, when people consume the show, it looks easy, but nothing's easy. Nothing's easy about it. Like, no. It's always, and the best ones make the process look easy. Let's talk, this is perfect. Let's go from the earliest project to the newest. What's it like working in the Hot Ones universe?
It's amazing. Like, this is, if you haven't seen yet, our first episode of Hot Ones Extra Heat, it's called. It's on Netflix. It launched at #2 behind Little House on the Prairie, so...
Damn those Ingalls!
I don't care what you guys have to say. You and Falen can love them all you want. I'm going to send them back to hell where they belong. I love you. Yeah, no, they. It's so cool. Like, it's very Chris Schonberger and Sean Evans, who created Hot Ones, and Sarah Honda, who is the other executive producer in sort of their sphere. Like, I got this job, like, very truly. I was pitching a show to Netflix with some people, and our executive at Netflix, who was over the Joel McHale show a bunch of years ago, was in the meeting, and she texted me during the meeting and said, "Hey, we're not buying this one. But I have something I need you to do. Can you call me after this?" And I called her.
While you're in the meeting.
Yeah, and she said, "Do you know Chris Schonberger and Sean Evans?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know them a little bit." And she said, "Can you take a meeting with them? We need a showrunner for this Extra Heat thing." And I had done a golf thing with Colin Jost during the Ryder Cup breakfast at Bethpage that she had seen and really liked, and liked the idea of sort of live feel and the stuff that we had to do, and just sort of my experience of working with comedians and celebrities and stuff like that. And Sean and Chris, I mean, they are geniuses, and Sarah, they're so smart, and they are so good at what they do. And like, the mission for me was to figure out how to, keep what everybody loves about Hot Ones, but sort of make a bigger arena around it.
You know how TV works. Hold that thought. More with KP when we come back. Back in a moment.
You got a great show, man.
Oh, thank you, buddy. That means a lot coming from you. Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. So much to talk about. We don't have time. Damn TV. Our guest today is showrunner and comedian KP Anderson. We have a little first impressions game in a little bit, but you also do a seminar about what's working and what isn't working in show business. This is, I don't need to tell you this. I don't want to get overly serious, and I don't want to take too much more time, but what is happening in show business? Where are we in the industry right now?
Yeah, I mean, and I love that I'm here talking about it. I love that I'm on a daytime talk show as they're all going away.
Yeah, exactly.
But KMSP 9 is keeping you going. It's amazing. It's like, we are at this point of contraction inside of the traditional media distribution industry, if you want to call it that, which I guess is what it's called. But it basically means that because YouTube and because most of the viewing audience has like migrated to a billion different ways that they're getting their content, it's a very hard time to sell a show. It's a very hard time to you know, they're not making as much as they used to, and like things like Hot Ones Extra Heat, like what Netflix is doing, because Netflix is one of the primary buyers, is they are now investing a lot in creators and in YouTube creators and things like that, and they're bringing that kind of content in, and then still trying to make the premium stuff that they do, but something's got to give at some place. So a lot of the like reality type shows and comedy variety and things like that are kind of disappearing and reformatting into different, you know, into different arenas, and that's what this seminar is somewhat about. It's really, you know, it's at Acme Comedy Company where I'm performing this week, 3 o'clock tomorrow, Saturday. If you want tickets to come to the seminar, if you're interested in you know, being in this industry, or you are in this industry and you want to have that conversation, it's called Forging Your Path, or it's whatever ChatGPT spit out when I wrote the description of the show. But if you want to come down, tickets are, I believe, $50, but you also get a free ticket to my 7 o'clock stand-up show at Acme. And
it's a BOGO.
Yes, and it's going to be quite hot, and they have air conditioning. So
it is going to be. It's gonna, like the devil's armpit this weekend.
Yeah.
Did you help? I don't know how much time we have, Jeff, but 2 minutes. Did you help develop Full Swing?
No, actually, I did not help develop Full Swing, but Chad Mumm, who created it, is a really, really good friend. And Chad actually called me during the writer's strike and said he was starting this company, Pro Shop Studios, off the success of Full Swing. And he called me and he said, you know, what are you doing? And I was like, whatever you tell me I'm doing. And,
yeah.
And so for the last 2 years, I've been an executive producer, consultant with them, helping them develop a slate and creating the Creator Classics on YouTube, and doing Breakfast at Bethpage with Colin Jost, and we've got a couple of things that are coming up that I can't quite talk about yet.
Because let me just, I asked that because let me just compliment you. I wasn't a golf fan. I'm not really a sports fan, and I mean this. I'm not being sarcastic here. That show made me a golf fan, and it's so damn well done. So tell everyone that you know it's just a really great show.
Yeah. Thanks. And that team is a group of amazing people. I've gotten to work with them on everything for the past couple of years. So I will spread the word.
It is. It's just a fantastic show. Okay, before we run out of time, I always love this. We were talking about this in the break. You know what I'm doing here. First impressions. I'm going to show someone that you've either worked with, you know, you've run into at a bus shelter. I don't know. So are you ready? Here we go. First, Norm Macdonald, the best.
Norm, I loved him dearly. I have way too many stories about Norm, and I have to say that, like, as I told the Netflix executives when we were doing his show, he is a slot machine that costs $15,000 to play. Sometimes it pays out $5 million, but once you pull the lever, it is out of your control what's going to happen.
That's a really good way to put it.
I pitch him something. It doesn't sound like something I'm going to do, KP. Okay, all right, have a good
day.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart,
the busiest man in show business, incredibly nice and incredibly first take awesome. Like, we did Lift Legend together. We were both under deals at Lionsgate TV, and when we wanted to do the second season, it was Kevin in a full prosthetic driving a lift car, and I saw him at the People's Choice Awards. I was writing for Joel McHale at the People's Choice Awards, and Kevin ran by me to go out and accept his trophy. He was late, and he went, "I want to do more of those," and I went, "Tell you," and he went, "Okay," and then I got a call the next day, and we were doing second season. Yeah.
I have time for one more. Who do I want? Oh, because I'm loving Will Ferrell right now in The Hawk. Fortune Feimster. Talk to me about Fortune.
Yeah, she is the best. She was writing on Chelsea while I was doing The Soup, and we were in a conference room together at the Writers Guild of America for about 9 months every Wednesday, trying to get both shows to be guild shows, and she made everybody laugh, and she was tickled. And I'd known her as a stand-up forever, and then when I saw her a couple weeks ago when we shot the Will piece, she was just like, how she tickles Will is everything that you have to say about her. Like, she walks into a room and you just go, God, I love her.
That's exactly, as a viewer, and it comes through even on The Hawk. My friend, please come back. What an honor to meet you. Give it up for KP, everybody. You can watch the first episode of Hot Ones, Extra Heat on Netflix. And if you're watching from around the country, go to his socials. But if you're watching us locally, he has shows this weekend, as he said, at the legendary Acme Comedy Club, here where our show was shot in Minneapolis. Yep. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Awesome, man.
Thank you again, my friend.
Are you local?
with us in our legendary birthday club. They get that sash, VIP treatment, a ticket to Falen's deck, and more. That's right. Not really. No, you can't hang out on Falen's deck. All new shows coming up next week. On Monday, meet the woman behind a viral chocolate chip cookie.
Yes.
You'll understand on Monday. On Tuesday, the return of world-famous Dolly Parton impersonator Kelly O'Brien. And on Wednesday, a fat cat you don't want to miss. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody.
Is the cat coming in?
And Kelly and the cats. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a good week. Wow, that was the shortest clap in 12 years. Congratulations, audience. You just made history. That's right. That's going to do it for us today and this week. Thank you so much for watching and making us a part of your day. If you are watching and you are a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. We love and appreciate you. We'll see you Monday. I appreciate you, too. Kinda. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Love you.